Welcome to the Futurist Public Intellectual. The trials for the Oxford High School shooting in Oxford Township, Michigan are finally over. Ethan Crumbley, the teenage mass shooter, was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole a few months ago, while his parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley, were sentenced yesterday for up to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter. The Crumbleys made history because this is the first time in American history for parents of a mass shooter to be criminally convicted and sentenced for the child's crime. As the only developed country that has a mass shooting every year, this legal precedent is a natural evolution of the law. Many mass shooters are adults, so culpability should rest with the defendant. However, especially in the case of school shootings, it is often a minor student who is the perpetrator. While it would be unjust for parents to be held liable for all criminal acts of a child, the prosecutors in the Crumbleys case made an excellent argument for the reasonable foreseeability of Ethan's actions in light of his parents' indifference and negligence. For example, James bought Ethan a gun 4 days before the shooting, despite the fact that it's illegal for minors to own a gun in Michigan. After Ethan's math teacher discovered disturbing drawings doodled on his math worksheet, the school had a conference with James and Jennifer about Ethan literally hours before the shooting. Both parents neglected to inform the school about the recent gun purchase, which then led the school to not investigate the contents of his backpack. While others haven't commented on this fact, I think it's very telling that Ethan did not testify at his parents' trials. At least his mother seemed to expect him to testify in their defense, but Ethan decided to exercise his Fifth Amendment right instead. His decision is understandable because both parents minimized his mental health problems and made no attempt to help him. Multiple texts sent by Ethan indicated that he was crying out for help, but to no avail. Even though Ethan regularly broadcasted his depressed state, his parents did nothing to ameliorate the situation. It's one thing to live in a country with prevalent gun ownership. It's another to lose one's child at the hands of a mass shooter whose parents did nothing to prevent such a tragedy from occurring. Gun ownership is a freedom that understandably comes with responsibility. And if you're a gun owner who is raising a child, then you have to be extra vigilant about the guns themselves and the family members who are in their vicinity. The Crumbleys case proves that the law is no longer willing to tolerate poor parenting by gun owners and will hopefully serve to deter such egregious negligence. Thank you for listening to the Futurist Public Intellectual.